What's up, folks? Maximilian here, and welcome back to some more Black Ops 2 informational breakdowns with some hands-on of the multiplayer. And the game is actually online with competitive multiplayer. That's right, David Vonderhaar, one of the main developers for the game, said that they're testing out the servers for Black Ops, and anybody that was lucky enough, like myself, to get a pre-release copy or an early copy of the game, they're able to play online and test stuff right now. So I have some stuff to report back to you, since a lot of people want to know about like the netcode, and I made a lot of videos talking about like the netcode of Black Ops. In the situation right now, there's not many people within matchmaking right now of Black Ops 2, but for the most part, I will definitely say the netcode feels different than any other Call of Duty before. It doesn't feel as good as Call of Duty 4. It doesn't feel nearly as bad as Modern Warfare 3 or the launch of the original Black Ops. It feels someplace in between, like Call of Duty 4 and Black Ops. One of the best things I can definitely say about it is that when you shoot guys, you actually see them die. That's one of the most satisfying things, is in Call of Duty games and later on in the series, there came this thing where the lag became so bad that when you shot a dude, they didn't die in front of you. Like, it would take a few seconds for the hit confirmation to somewhat kick in, and then they would die. This happens sometimes in Black Ops 2, but it takes a little bit longer, or it takes a little bit, depending on the connection, it can happen. But most of the time, from within the majority of games that I've played so far, and I've played a good, like, maybe 100 rounds so far, 100 different games, people die when you shoot them. The other thing you'll notice is that finding, within the matches I've played, finding 4-bar connections is pretty rare, but when you do find a 4-bar connection, it feels amazing. It feels really good, and 3 bars completely playable. Around 2 bars where you see some really bad problems, and you're like, okay, this is laggy as hell, I don't know if I want to play this. That's the stuff I suggest you guys avoid, but for the most part, Black Ops 2 has done a pretty good job from the initial launch. We'll definitely find out how good it gets when the matchmaking actually gets a lot better, and for you guys that were worried about the matchmaking process, I have really good news. When you search for a game, you get an option. You get matchmaking preferences. One of them is normal, which allows you to search for any decent connection games around your area. One is for any, which will just get you into a game as fast as possible. And one actually allows you to search for the best connections possible of any of the games that are searching in matchmaking. That's the one I've been trying to use, but it's really hard to find games since there's not that many people online right now. But when I did find games, my god, man, it felt great. It felt really good. And it really gave me hope that Treyarch was actually paying attention to guys like me and many other veteran, like Call of Duty players of online variety that have had issues with the lag and lag compensation, all crazy stuff with Modern Warfare 3, you know, all that stuff. They actually paid attention, and they seem to be doing something about it. So the good news is that it can only get better from this point forward, and from what I've played so far, it's already pretty good. So hopefully when you guys get your hands on it come Tuesday, you'll see what I'm talking about, and it'll be a lot easier to get into better connection games. And please search by best connection. It makes it so much better when you finally find a game. The next thing I wanted to talk about was probably the most disappointing thing to Black Ops 2. Personally, this isn't something that is like would go on like a review and I would say, no, this is a bad thing about the game. This is more like a thing that kind of bugs me, and it's that shotguns aren't that good in Black Ops 2. Straight up, it seems that Treyarch has a real hard time designing like a decent shotgun. In the original Black Ops, they had the only decent shotgun was the fact that you can have the SPAS 12 with a silencer, and it didn't negate the distance, and it made it somewhat usable. You can actually do fairly well, and it was a decent shotgun. There is absolutely nothing in this game similar to the fashion of the SPAS 12 from Modern Warfare 2, which is a little disappointing. Some people don't like that gun. Some people have a huge problem with the SPAS 12 in Modern Warfare 2, but to be honest, it was one of the most fun things of the entire Call of Duty series, even though it was really powerful. So many other things beat it out really hard, but the SPAS 12 rewarded for twitch movement, for consistent running around, for being really fast with your accuracy on picking your targets. It was great. It was a lot of fun, and that is definitely gone from Black Ops 2. Let me give you guys a quick breakdown, because a lot of the shotguns, and there's only 4 of them that you can choose in multiplayer, resemble other shotguns of Call of Duty variety from previous games. The first one you get is the R870, and this thing is essentially the stakeout. Straight out, it's the stakeout from Black Ops, the original. When you guys use it, you'll notice it shoots a very similar blast, similar to the stakeout, and to be honest, it feels like the exact same gun. Like, I can't even... There's no other comparison I can make to it. It's the exact same thing as the Stakeout from Black Ops. The other gun is the Saiga 12. The Saiga 12 is essentially the Spaz 12. It might look completely different, and it might, you know, make different noises and all this other stuff, but don't let it fool you. It's the Spaz 12 from Black Ops. It's not the Spaz 12 from Modern Warfare 2, like I was saying. It acts very similar, it shoots very fast, but if you put a silencer on this one, it negates the damage really hard. I'll be going into some further information about how to make these shotguns, like, actually good, because I've used them all quite a bit, but let's keep moving forward. The next one is the one that you might be familiar with in Modern Warfare 3, the KSG, which is notoriously my favorite shotgun in Modern Warfare 3, and it actually ended up being pretty good in the long run. The KSG in Black Ops 2 is... It's so weird. It's one of the most challenging guns to use in the game. It's quite literally a sniper rifle that has pump action. It shoots a buckshot, which means it shoots one kind of larger round. And this round doesn't really increase in size. Like, it's really hard to use this gun. If you can do well using the KSG, you're having a really good game, and you're having badass accuracy. It's got the most damage, and it's got the most range of any of the shotguns, but it doesn't spread out into pellets. It's got one bullet, which is why I call it a sniper rifle with pump action. You'll have to try it for yourselves. I've actually had some pretty fun games, and it's super satisfying to put people down with this gun, but at the same time, it's so hard to use that it's really hard to make it super effective, especially in laggy environments where you shoot one round. If that one round didn't hit, oh, you're dead. So you gotta be super accurate with it, and even those times where you're aiming right at a guy, I found myself just boom, 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 and there's some reason they're just not dying. You're not getting any hit markers, nothing. Those rounds don't always go straight forward, even with steady aim, so give it a shot. I like the gun, but I think it'll be a very interesting and challenging weapon to use, especially in this game where things like SMGs really, really will murder you up close. The last one is the unique shotgun. I think it's the M1216. It's the one that shoots 4 rounds really fast. This is similar to like the AA-12 of Black Ops 2. This gun is really bad. Like, I don't know if I can put it any other way. The M1216, even though it shoots 4 shots really fast and then you like pump action it and it goes to 4 more shots within a pretty quick time frame, it doesn't matter. Like, the range on this is so horrendously bad. You have to be practically within knife range, and within that range, it still takes a few blasts, a few or more blasts to take a guy down. So just for my personal perspective, the shotgun that you guys should definitely be sticking with in this game is the Saiga 12, or the Spaz 12, quote-unquote. It shoots fast, does a pretty good job, actually allows you to consistently fire the gun. You'll get a ton of hit markers from range, but as long as you keep firing, you'll eventually put a guy down. But we'll see. I think some of the other shotguns, like the KSG, has a little bit of discovering to it, and it takes a little bit of strategy, but like I was saying, it's a fun one, although a challenging one at that. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be back tomorrow before the release of Black Ops 2 with some more information going into the depths of the multiplayer and how things are going right now and what seems to be some of the more powerful class setups. Stay tuned. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.